What up fam, JSinister back again, and hey, you might be questioning right now, why is the BenPack RC car lift sitting out with no car on it? Well fam, if you want to stick around and find out why and talk about a little bit the reason why I've decided to switch gears just a little bit, kind of change lanes just a tad bit, I need you to do what you've been doing from day one, and that's stick around until after we roll that intro footage.
JSinister Productions. JSinister Productions.
What up fam, thanks for coming back. Hey, appreciate you sticking through the intro. And as always, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for rocking with JSinister Productions. Without you, we wouldn't be where we're at today. And I owe everything that I've been able to do with this RC game to folks like you out there on the tubes, on the interwebs, check and catch like me. I know there's better and probably more in-depth content out there for you, but the fact that you keep coming back lets me know that you enjoy what you're seeing. So before we jump into the whys of this BenPack RC car lift while it's sitting out, I do want to take the time to say thank you to everyone who stopped by on the 28th of May for the JSinister Productions 2K giveaway selection Saturday. And it pays, as you know, to hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I do these giveaways. Now, I know that the YouTube notification system is not that reliable. There's nothing I can do about that, but I try to put out in advance on the tube, on Facebook and Instagram, and sometimes Twitter when I'm doing these things so you have an equal opportunity and a chance to get in where you fit in. So thanks to everybody who came out, and I want to send a special thanks to those who actually won. So let's take a moment of silence and pop those names up now. Okay, so thanks again to everybody. Congratulations to everyone who won. Hey, everything has been dropped off at either UPS or the USPS. You should be receiving your items probably within this week, if not early next week. So fam, it behooves you to subscribe to the channel and check me out because I do giveaways like this quite often. And at the end of this video, I want to talk about a new direction that I'm going in, plus a new series that I'm contemplating starting. So without further ado, let's get into why this is. All right fam, so again we got the BenPack RC car lift, the 10 scale RC car lift out here with no vehicle. Well, there's a reason why I have this out here, is because I want to showcase something that I'm trying differently now that I've been working on diligently here lately, and I want to use this as sort of a prop to show you that. So before we get into the whys of this, show you the why, let me give you a little background through a little video music stroll through time as to how we're getting to this right here. Let's go. Well, if you haven't figured it out by now, fam, I've been working on my paint game so I can get up to par and run with some of the big cats out there. I'm not there yet. I'm getting better with each body that I do. But right now, I started out, actually this is really number 2 of my bodies that I've done where I've decided to start focusing a lot on painting. And I picked up this Infraction Mega 4x4 body from Arrma, of course, and I went with my own little paint scheme, and you see how we got to this. You see the history of it? This is what we got so far. So let me take it off the bin pack so you can see a little bit better and a little bit more in depth this paint scheme. Let's get it off. All right, fam, there she is in all of her glory. I went with a fade of a red to an orange to a yellow, and these colors are actually the Createx illustration series of colors. So of course I've got the red, and I also put some black in there, but if you look a little close, I don't know if it's going to show it well on the cam because of the lighting, but I actually ghosted in some reptilian scales here and there throughout the body, and I also did a little ghost work with some skulls on the bed, which turned out pretty good. I think it turned out nice. Sorry for the lighting. I will show you better photos in a second of this so you can see that. And I've got some skulls on the side of the vehicle. And you'll notice kind of that the skulls are covered up in some spaces. Well, this is where, you know, I'm still learning on painting, where I didn't prepare and do everything in a good sequence like I should have. So the skull should have went on first, and then the black tears or rips or whatever you want to call it will go on next. Throughout the body, I've got some splatters that I did to give it a dirty, grungy type effect. I didn't want, let me be clear, fam. I didn't want anything to be precise with this body. I wanted it to be kind of off-centered, like you'll see in the back here on the bed, where the fade is a little longer on one side than the other side. I did that on purpose. That is not a mistake. I just wanted to try something different while I'm learning to figure it out. But all in all, I really think this body came out very nice for my first time at really focusing on a custom, cool paint job. And my new focus with these paint jobs is I'm going to start doing these custom paint jobs and putting them up for sale for anyone who wants them for the body. Now, I won't be doing, right now, I'm not going to be doing custom work so far as where you tell me what you want. I'm just going to do some painting and put it out there and see whoever bites. Maybe in the future I'll do that, but right now I'm not going to do that because it's kind of hard to translate what you see in your mind onto the body for me to do. Maybe later. And also it'll be just one body at a time. And if someone has a body they want me to paint in a certain way with certain colors, but I get, you know, free will with it, free reign, it's going to be one client at a time. I'm not going to take in a bunch of bodies and get behind schedule. That's not happening. But again, this is the Infraction 4x4 Mega with the Createx illustration colors. We got red, we have orange, we have yellow fade with black accenting, black splatters. Excuse me. We overlaid some, or should I say we ghosted in some reptilian scales. You may be able to pick it up right about there. There it is. You can see those reptilian scales in there. And we also ghosted in some skulls here and there to give it a little bit more of a dope look. Of course, as you know, with all my bodies, no decals allowed. So if I paint a body for you, there's not going to be any decals on it. You'll put your own decals. Also, if there's any post holes that need to be drilled, and I don't have the car myself, and in most times I won't cut the post holes out. I will leave that up to you. If the body needs to be cut and trimmed, of course, I'll cut and trim it. DM me on Facebook or Instagram if you want a body done. I'll let you know my prices per scale and in the depth of the design. But this is one of the new areas that I'm going to be venturing into. And speaking of new areas I'm going to venture into, let's talk about another area that I'm thinking about, area that I'm thinking about doing now. All right, fam, there we have it. Got the Infraction Mega 4x4 custom painted by yours truly, Sinister Productions. And this is a new area that I'm venturing into, custom paint jobs. Again, as I detailed and described before, I'm just going to get some bodies, start painting them, put them up for sale, and then we'll see how that goes. Maybe in the future, I'll do custom requests for what type of paint job you want or paint scheme. But for now, it's just going to be whatever I see, laying down the paint on the body, putting them up for sale and see who bites and who wants them. We'll take it off from there. So as I said before, and if you were in on the live, our selection Saturday for the J Sinister Productions 2K giveaway, I spoke a little bit at the end about a new build series, a new venture series that I'm considering doing. And it pretty much goes like this, excuse me. It's going to be entitled something like We Build It. And in we, me being me, but with help from you all out on the tubes. And this is what I want to do. I want to buy a body or a vehicle, a kit, all right, any kit, put it together. In the build process, and when I launch the build, I'm going to request ideas from you all out on the tubes. And I'm going to probably list a poll or something of 3 or 4 different items where you select wheels and tires, electronics, motor, the transmitter receiver, which I'll probably pick that out on my own to go with the vehicle, as well as the servo, things of that nature. And then I'll paint the body up in a certain scheme. And then, you know, I've been looking around at my collection of RCs, which recently I've sold 2 of my bigger RCs. I sold my 8S Outcast and I also sold my 8S EXP Creighton because I've got a lot of vehicles just sitting around and I'm doing nothing with them. So instead of me trying to keep up with everybody and buying the latest and greatest that comes out everything, I want to do this. This is where you come in. I want to start buying kits or RTRs and modifying them with your help, of course, in the We Build It series. And then towards the end of that We Build It series, I want to put that vehicle up either on a raffle or just a straight up giveaway to where I hold another live and we have that vehicle that we've all put together with your input and give that away to someone else who either deserves, needs, or would like the vehicle, or we may raffle it off. Now, throughout the process, if you want to help with donations to the channel, hey, you know how to do it. You can dono in the become a member of the channel below, or I'll leave up my PayPal, which I really don't like. We'll figure something else out once we really start doing it. Maybe Venmo, Cash App, or Zelle. If you want to send some funds to the channel to help out with this, or if you would like to provide some of the items to help with the builds, hey, we're going to figure that out as we go. But in the long run, it's going to be called something around We Build It. And that's where we get together, put our heads together. I select a vehicle and then I solicit from you ideas for electronics, wheels and tires, lighting systems, you know, whatever, you name it, and modify or build that kit directly up and then offer it up as a giveaway or as a raffle. So that's the direction I'm going in. You may not see a lot of brand new vehicles coming to the channel, but I'm going to keep it fresh with series such as that, plus running the things that I already have. So I also have the Super Baja Ray 2.0 that I'm going to be doing some modifications to. I'm keeping that, not getting rid of the Baja Ray 2.0. And I've got the RC 4-wheel drive Jalande 2 with the Defender D90 body on it that I'm going to be painting and putting together. Those will be coming out as some of the newer things. But this is my focus now, painting and the We Build It series. Oh, and by the way, let me send one other shout out real quick. 307 Scoop was one of the winners of our JSP 2K giveaway. He won the Tamiya TTO2 Subaru BRZ kit. 307 reached out to me and was like, yo, I'm behind on some builds. I need some help. Would you like to build the vehicle for me? I'll provide some of the extras that you need. You put it together, paint the body however you want, and we'll call it square, send it off to me then. I'm like, yo, I'm all in that because I love building. That's the fun part of the RC. Could care less about driving and bashing. I like building and modifying. So me and 307 Scoot, or should I say 307 Scoot and I, are getting together to build the TTO2 Tamiya Subaru BRZ. That'll be coming up in a build series as well soon, and I'll get that out to him as soon as possible. But that's how we do here at J Sinister Productions. So fam, I want to thank each and every one of you again. You know how we do this. I'm going to leave you with some parting shots of this bad boy on the turntable. And as always, do you, be you, and above all, fam, hey, above all, be true. I am Jay of J Sinister Productions, exiting stage left.
J Sinister Productions.